In today's craft tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this upcycled butterfly from a milk bottle. Stay tuned. Right, so you're going to need a nice white milk bottle, a Stanley knife, a pair of scissors, a black marker, and some brushes, and we're going to use acrylic paint for this. So, first things first. We are going to map out our butterfly just on one side because we're going to use its mirror image. We're going to, fold it in half and then cut with the scissors, and so we don't have to try and mimic what we've done on that side. Easy peasy. Now you're going to take your Stanley knife, your cutting knife, and just cut away the loose bits so that it's not in your way. Fold it and start cutting. I used such a blunt scissors here, and it was so dangerous because it was actually slipping and sliding all over the place. So just please make sure that you are using a nice sharp scissors just to do yourself some favors. And if you do also have a blunt scissor like mine, be very careful, please. Okay, so there we have it. See, it works nicely. So you got equal sides, very symmetrical. Now I'm going to just use my permanent black marker and just put in some patterns in the wings. This is really up for interpretation. You can do whatever you like. This is just how I do it. It's just a guideline. So please feel free to do whatever patterns you want to do on the wings. It's just a guideline for where the paint is going to go. There we go. And I'm also going to do the other side of this butterfly, but that's coming. So it's going to be a sort of quite a in-depth, not in-depth, a complicated, I mean really, what am I trying to say? It's going to be quite an intense sort of pattern on this side. On the other side, I'm doing a more loose pattern. So I'm showing you both the complicated and the loose versions in this video. Okay, so I've chosen a palette of green and blue for this butterfly. As you can see there, I'm just mixing the yellows and I think I've got sap green there and some lime yellow, just to give it some nice tones. Again, this is up to you what color you want to use, what colors you want to use. So, have you ever tried this before with a plastic bottle? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. It's actually such an easy thing to do, and it's so pretty to put it in your pot plants and around the garden. It's a really nice project to do with children. I used to teach children in the local youth center, and they love doing these. We do dragonflies as well, which I'm sure I'm going to do a tutorial in the coming weeks. I'm sure we will get to that. I would use a clear bottle for dragonflies though, because you want their wings to be a bit more translucent, whereas the white here works nicely with the butterfly because you want to give the butterfly nice colors. And I get about 3 to 4 butterflies out of one bottle, so it's really a really nice thing to do with your plastic recycling. Very creative, darling, very creative. You can give them away as gifts. Stun your family and friends with your creative prowess. There we go, it's coming on. But what I didn't like was it looks like a bit of a dog's breakfast at the moment. As with everything, needs a little touch up. So I thought, okay, some really nice, I've used the Winsor & Newton acrylic here because it's just really very opaque, and neatening up the patterns and the circles with a bit of white, just giving it a bit of pop. I think it looks nice. It's starting to take shape now, so you got to give it a couple of layers until you're happy with it. Don't give up, even if you think, this is not working, it looks like a dog's breakfast, because I tell you, I really did think that myself. And I thought, I'm not going to actually put this tutorial out. This is not working. And I was a bit patient and let things dry a bit and go over, and don't give up is the message. Don't give up. Your dog's breakfast could turn into an absolute marvel. Look at that. It's already turning into something that looks somewhat something like a butterfly. Yeah, so again, like you would in acrylic painting, you do layers and layers, and it just gets better and better. Do different tones of the colors, gives it a more sort of 3D look, more in-depth look. And yeah, also obviously don't overdo it. We're all guilty of that. Right, so now I'm going to do the back, and like I said, I'm going to do it in quite a loose, I'm using I think it was ultramarine and cobalt blue, sorry, something like that, a dark blue and a light blue. So just a really loose swish and flick of a paintbrush there, and just doing some sort of lines of the lighter blue and the darker blue. It actually looks quite nice when you do a loose version as well. There, I'm going in with some light blue streaks. So play around, you know, it's always good to play around. Don't give up, keep going. I actually quite like these two colors together, they really look nice. Because, you know, with your butterfly, there's going to be one side that's the more prominent side that you're going to see the most, and that's going to be like on this one, the more complicated one, the one we did in the beginning, and this back side of it, backside, the butt end of my butterfly is going to be the side you probably don't see too much, but you do want to give it a bit of color, because you will see glimpses of it, as you'll see in the end when I show you, you know, what it looks like out in the garden or in a pot plant. You do see the underside of it. Okay, so my loose acrylic is turning into quite a complicated one again, because I decided it needed something. So I went and put some dots in. You don't have to do that, you can leave it like it was. And then I thought, okay, now it's looking a bit drab, it needs some color, so I'm putting some yellow dots in there. I'm using a lemon yellow. And then I'm also using that sap green again to give it some more color. I just can't leave all alone. So there I'm going with the darker green. All the greens and the blues work nicely. And then I'm going in with light blue, just to finish off the wings. See, it's already coming to life again. But like I said, you could just leave it the sort of loose blue stripy thing. You know, I just like overkill. Okay, I'm going in there with a bit of white highlights. So, do you think you're going to give this a go? Pull in the children. It's a nice thing to do in the holidays. Let me know in the comments below if you're going to give this a whirl. And there, it's finished. Please like, subscribe and share if you like this video. Thank you. See you in the next one.